Oh, hello, buddies. Look at you. Hey, mate. You're chilling, eh? It's having a feed. Gone. What was there? Kangaroos. So cute, man. So cute. So cute. So, addictions. 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 I know all about this one. Ah, man. Man, oh, man. Ooh. Sorry to give you guys that grim sight. Poor fella. She's probably addicted to something. So, why do we get addicted, man? You know, why? Why does life do this to us? I mean, obviously there's something within us that causes us to reach out to certain vices and things. Everyone has their different vices, everyone has their different reasons for reaching out into addiction. You know, it's such a wide range, such a, you know, wide range topic. It's not, but for me, I'm just going to talk about how I see things, how I've seen things within myself, and, you know, people close to me that have gone, I'd say, to the depth of addiction, to the utmost disparity of addiction. So of course, it has a lot to do with our emotions, how we're feeling. Sorry if this camera's all over the place, it's like... So our feelings, our emotions, like, you know, that's like everything, really. Like, we're reaching out for certain things out of... Most of the time, we don't want to feel certain things. We want to use things to alter us, to... This fella. We want to use things to alter our perception, to alter our emotions, so we don't have to feel... Hello, buddy. So we don't have to feel certain things, right? Is that not how it works? And then we get so deep in these addictions that we're just lost, man. We're lost. Like, there's no, like... We end up just using these things to just feel normal, you know? Oh, I got people coming up. I'll record. I'll stop recording and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I just actually ran into someone. That was funny. Nice people. So, man, got me off track. So, like... Yeah, so we get so deep in these addictions that, oh, there's more people coming. Alright, I'll be back. I don't want to just, you know, when I walk past other people and, like, there's that exchange of energy, so it just, you know, messes things up. I'll be back again. I'll be back. It's alright. Alright. Just bumped into someone I knew again. Okay. So, yeah, we get to the depth of these addictions and it's like, why are we even using them? We're just using them to feel a semblance of, like, balance again. It's like we're using them to just feel normal, where in the start it was like we were using them to... I guess we were using them initially to numb, to not feel certain things. You know, that could be a deep sense of unworthiness, or just a deep hollowness, a feeling of just not being good enough or not enough. I know all about that. I know You know, we can use these things out of fear, like that our life, like we're not good enough, or we don't have enough, or that just like we're using it to alter ourselves, right? We're using it to manipulate ourselves, to change ourselves, to distort ourselves, so that we can hide things, so that we don't have to feel certain things, right? So it's difficult, man, and we're in the day and age of noise. We're in the day and age of addiction, and with the access of things that we have, man, like I understand the hurt in people. I understand the deep-rooted pain and hollowness within people. You know, I've been there. I've seen it with people closest to me. I understand why we reach out into addictions, and I'm not perfect. Like, I still do. You know, almost everyone's doing it, right? And that's not to give free rein on yourself and just go, okay, so he does it, I can do it, right? It's about looking at life and seeing, bringing balance to things, moderation, right? But most people don't want to hear this with addictions, that it's about facing the root cause, of why we're using these things, right? Why are we using these things? To alter ourselves, so that we're not feeling, you know, sometimes this feeling of mundaneness or just boredom, or, you know, that's an emotion. That's like, it's not just because of our circumstances, right? It's something that we've built in within us, and then we're running away from that. So breaking free from addiction, truly, that's not, you know, changing one addiction for another. That's changing the symptoms. Like in my other video, I talked about a tree, right? It's diseased at its core, and then the disease spreads to the roots, and we're cutting away the roots. We're cutting away it spreads to the outer, right? So we're cutting away what we see as diseased. We're cutting away the edges, but we're not going to the root cause. And addictions will just come up through different avenues and different things. That's just how it works, until the root cause is faced. And most people don't want to hear that. Because it takes you to the depth of yourself. It takes you to in your darkness. It takes you to your shadow. It takes you to the parts that are running. It takes you to the depth of yourself. It takes you to density. Most people don't want to hear that. Most people don't want to hear that. To break free of their addictions, you've got to go to the root cause of it, the root darkness, you know? And of course that requires self-awareness, self-accountability. It requires you to pull yourself out of these behaviors and see things from a broader perspective, and not see them just as you, like, you know, we're so identified with our addictions and our life circumstances, and we're putting shame on ourselves, like, you know. But, you know, it's like, is these things really who we are? These conditioning and programming? Because addiction comes a lot of the time from conditioning and programming, like feelings of deep-rooted unworthiness and this void that causes us to reach out to addictions. That's coming from programming, from false beliefs that's been instilled in us from childhood and certain experiences. It's conditioning. It's not who we truly are. Who we truly are when we're born, right? We're born as pure and innocent. That's who we truly are. That's who we truly are. Then as we grow, conditioning comes in, programming comes in from the world around us, the system around us. So, and then we're building this false sense of self through conditioning, false beliefs, and that's when that unworthiness and that lack starts to come in, right? And that's when the void's there. That's when we reach out. We reach out for external things to fill that void naturally. It's a natural mechanism of the mind. It's all it knows how to do. So this takes a radical, it takes self-awareness. It takes a radical perspective. It takes you to stop seeking externally and start seeking internally and looking at what's causing these cycles, what's causing these addictions. And most people don't want to hear that. I understand that. Most people don't want to hear that. You know, no one that's in the depth of these addiction wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. Okay, you've just got to face your inner shit. Like, you know, easier said than done, but you got to start somewhere. You got to start taking accountability for the emotions that you've got within you that you've bottled down and has caused you to reach into certain addictions. You know, like, you got to start it, otherwise you'll just be in these same cycles forever for the rest of your life, until you know, start actually self-inquiring and looking what's causing these addictions, what's actually happened, what emotions have I got bottled down, what things am I running away from. Is there a void within me? Why do I feel a void? Maybe I should look at that more. Maybe I should spend time with myself and stop distracting out of that void. Maybe I should take 10 minutes a day to just sit in that void and maybe try and understand it more. Maybe have a bit more compassion for that part of me. Maybe it's showing me something. Maybe if I look at that void, maybe that's the way to stop feeling these things, is to look at them and process them and allow them to, you know, our emotions, the natural mechanism of our emotion, right, and our thoughts, it comes in, it does its thing, and then it goes. But especially in childhood, these things have come in and, you know, we've overly attached to them instead of letting them float through. So when we start to actively look at these things, these voids and these heavy densities that we've built up, that self-awareness in itself is that acceptance, is that relinquishing and allowing to go through. And we let go, and letting go of things isn't suppressing, letting go is, first of all, seeing, allowing, and in that, when you allow, naturally you allow that to feel, you allow yourself to feel it, and then it holds no power over you anymore once you've allowed yourself to feel it. So naturally you can let go of it. So hopefully this video meant something to someone. It's been a bit all over the place like all of my videos, so appreciate you for watching. You have my love, you have my gratitude. I really appreciate anyone that's made it this far, like truly. So let me know if you've actually watched this video. One of my 24 subscribers, let me know. Okay, see ya.